So I wanted to create a video on creating a virtual environment, specifically running that virtual environment in Jupyter Notebooks. Because sometimes I've had some issues in the past doing this, so I just wanted to make a really simple video doing this. So first of all, what you want to do is create a new folder. I'm just going to name it test env. So I go into the address bar of this package, this test env folder. I'm going to type in cmd, which is going to bring you over to the command line. Then what you're going to want to do is create your virtual environment, but before doing that, make sure that Python is installed. That's a pretty big thing. At least that this lets you know that it's set up correctly in your path variables. So as you can see, Python is installed. So the version I'm using is 3.9. So, but I've used this on other Python versions, I think 3.6, 3.7. So what I want to, you first want to do is create the virtual environment. So we're going to type in python.m, and the Python package for the virtual environment for 3.9 and a couple other versions is venv. And then what you can do is name your virtual environment. I'm going to use the standard practice of using env, but you can name it anything you would like. So this will take a second or two. So once you have that installed, what you want to do next is you can take a look at a pip list. Pip list essentially tells you all the package libraries that's in your non-virtual environment. So as you can see, I have quite a few packages in there. So you first want to activate your virtual environment, and how you're going to do that is you're going to type in env, or whatever the name of your virtual environment you named, /scripts/activate. And if you take note, you can see that you're now in your virtual environment. Okay, and so essentially what I was doing, as you can see, I created the virtual environment, and I'm just going through this path to activate it. Okay. So now that you're in your virtual environment, if you type pip list, you can see I only have 2 packages in here. So what you want to do is pip install Jupiter. And so what this essentially is doing is instead of using pip install Conda, or using the Conda environment, which the Conda environment is actually quite large. I think it's like 300 or 400 megabytes. So this is a lot less room it takes up, because I'm not really using the whole Conda environment of, like, I think the other packages in there were Spider and so forth. I actually use VS Code. So and why we kind of use virtual environments is because some of your projects might have different packages, and each of these different packages might have, as you can see, different versions. So you don't want to ruin one project if you're working in your local environment. So you want to contain all the packages in like an environment. And so this is kind of the practice I follow. So once you do a pip install Jupiter, do a pip install ipykernel. So once that's installed, you're going to want to go back to Python. You're going to want to do -m again. And then you're going to want to do ipykernel. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do is install --user dash dash name equals, and this is where you're going to name your virtual environment in Jupyter code. So what I like to do a lot of times is put Python 3.9, because what this will inform me of what Python version I'm using in the Jupyter Notebook. Okay. Because sometimes if you're using older versions, I don't know if a lot of people are using Python version 2 or so forth. This would be another way so you can have like different versions of Python in your Jupyter Notebook. So to activate your Jupyter Notebook, you just type in Jupyter Notebook, press enter. And so up here, you can see my virtual environment is created. And all you're going to want to do is change in that, change to that environment. And as you can see, this is a virtual environment using Python 3.9. And now you're ready to build your project. And if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. I'll be uploading a lot more videos. Thanks.